Hey creative friends, welcome to my channel. And here we are in my downstairs crafting area, which was just paper crafting and has now become, well, it was paper crafting and then I got my Cricut, so it then became vinyl stuff. But now we're moving into sublimation. Now I have to tell you, disclaimer, I am not a professional. I am just learning. I've done maybe 10 items. So I'm just going to tell you as I'm learning it because it's fun. I'm having a good time with it. And I just want to share that with you. So it's not hard to get started. You do need some specific equipment. So that's what I thought I would do for this video. I will just kind of, I will just kind of go through some of the things that you need to do sublimated items, which turn out so cool. It's fun. I am making all Christmas gifts this year, and pretty much I'm having such a good time with this, they're all going to be something sublimated. Just fun. So I got interested in it because Cricut actually has these types of vinyl, which are like your regular vinyl, and they're infusible ink. So you can actually just use this like you would a regular vinyl on a Cricut machine, and then you heat press this and it sublimates. But if you don't want to be limited to the designs that come, let me show you, with the vinyls, see, if you don't want to be limited to that, you can actually create your own. And you can use programs. I have my laptop here, and I'm going to show you some of the supplies that I have because I kind of think this is very cool. So I've been picking up things so that I can try them all. But first thing is you need a printer. Now you can buy an actual sublimation printer, and I looked, they're a little bit more spendy, and since I just kind of want to get into it, I thought I'd get the cheapest one I could find, which is the Epson ET2800. I'll put a link in my description just so that it's easier for you to get there, but I have everything here pretty much, unless I bought it at Dollar Tree, in the description or in my little Amazon affiliate store. And I have to tell you guys, when you buy stuff on a YouTube person's channel that has it in like an affiliate, it helps support the channel because you do get a little bit from that. So it's kind of cool. But anyway, so the Epson ET2800 is the printer that I got because I think it doesn't have like this scanner, or doesn't have like all the scanner and fax and all that stuff. So it's just the basic model. It's for copying and printing. Thing is, you need to be committed to this printer because, you know, you see all these other channels that talk about converting a printer to sublimation, and it sounds like, oh, what are you converting? It's not that hard. But when you do that, you void the warranty. So I literally took this out of the box, brand new, and I did not use the ink that comes with it because the converting to a sublimation printer is simply, when you take this, it's an eco tank, so it's got these little things with the ink. It's like the liquid bottled ink. So when you open this, you do not put the ink in it that came with the machine. Don't do it. Don't do it at all. You actually have to use sublimation ink. When you put these bottles of sublimation ink in your printer, you void the warranty. So if you have a problem with it, there's plenty of Facebook groups and stuff that'll help walk you through, because there's just tons of people that are using these. So I just want to let you know, if you get that, it's a done deal. I mean, consider it like you bought it off of Marketplace or something. Once you have it, it's yours, and no one's going to run to your rescue if it doesn't work. But I have to say, I've used this, no problems. Most of the people on the groups and stuff that I've been following, they use this. Beautiful. There's the Epson printers, and I will link jennifermaker.com. She goes through this printer and several other printers, so this is a very common printer to use for sublimation, and I think it's a great one to get started because it's not super spendy. And I guess you can take other tank printers and purge them and clean them and all that, but this was like no big deal. So the ink that comes with it is called Sublimation Ink. So, and I'll show you, I like the Hiipoo brand. That was the one that seemed to be the most liked of the people, you know, reviewed, and people are like, I use Hiipoo brand, it's all I'll use. And I thought, okay, I'll try that. And the colors that it does are beautiful. So I'll show you a couple things I've already made. But just like the inks that come with the printer, they come in little bottles, and you literally do the setup with the printer, and it walks you through step by step what to do. You open this little thing right here, and there's little bins that you fill the ink in. So I've got an extra one in case I run out, because I know that if I'm going to run out, it's going to be at like 1 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday. So the other thing you need is special paper, and I use this after some review. So many people use it's called Sublimation paper, and I use the 125 gram 8.5 by 11. These will be linked. Get them from Amazon. They're not terribly expendy, and there are 110 sheets in here, so that means there's pretty much 110 projects. Not bad. So I think this is like $26, and this is like, I don't know, I want to say like $9 maybe. Anyway, not too bad. So what you absolutely have to have if you're going to do your own creations and not use an infusible ink type vinyl is a printer with sublimation ink and paper, proper paper. And if I tell you to go over to jennifermaker.com, I love her. I've been watching a lot of her stuff to learn what I hope to learn, but she goes through that. So, computer, you need a computer to do your designs. Now, if you're in Cricut and you have design space, you can go in there and you can create things. If you don't, you can use a program like Canva. That's the one I'm using. And there's like Paint, all those programs that help you do these things. And the reason is, I'll show you, I made this mug. So I made this mug, and see, it's like little quilled leaves, and it's like when you sublimate, it's on there. And so sublimation, in a real quick way for me to explain it, sublimation ink isn't like ink on paper. It's not just put there. So what it is when you print it out here, and you need to do, if you're writing something, it needs to be mirror image, because it's going to be reversed when you put it on the item. But when it prints out of here, it seems very muted. It doesn't seem very bright. But when you infuse it on, or when you sublimate it onto the item that you're making, it becomes very bright. And so what happens is, you have to use, if you're doing t-shirts, anything fabric, you have to have polyester, and I believe it has to be like 60% or more. I just find things that are 100% polyester. If you want to do mugs, and I'll show you some of the other equipment that I have, or the blanks, the sublimation blanks that I bought, just to give you an idea of the things you can do. They have to be made for sublimation, which means they've got a coating on them. It's like a polymer coating, because the ink, and I'm just saying this the way I understand it, if this is not scientifically correct, I'm sorry. But what happens is, when the heat gets onto the ink, it becomes like a vapor or a gas, and it actually permeates that polyester or that polymer and becomes part of it. It doesn't like layer on top. It literally becomes part of it. And you can do tons of cool stuff. You can do photographs, you can do mugs, you can, let me just show you. I'll show you all the things I have. So you know you need a printer, you need the proper paper and the proper ink, you need a laptop or a tablet or whatever. Now, some of the things, hang on, and I'm gonna bring you down and show you some of the things that I have to sublimate on, because they turn out really cool. Okay, so first off, most commonly, you can buy these blanks. Now, this is the 15-ounce mug, and you see they're just white, but they are, you can sublimate on them. They will receive the ink. The other thing makes me think, what you also need, some people use an alcohol with a cotton ball to wipe this off, wipe your items off before you sublimate on them. You can also just use one of these lint rollers, and you want to roll the outside of the mug like this before you put the sublimation on there, to make sure that it doesn't have little particles on it. So I just leave that sitting right here. So there's that. You also will need, and this is called, this actually came with something that I ordered, and this is heat resistant tape. You need that to tape the image onto like the mug. You need to wrap the image around it and then tape it real tight so that the entire sublimation picture is tight around the mug. So you'll need that. And then, let me see. So Cricut has, like, these are like the coasters. They're like ceramic coasters, and you can use infusible ink, or you can use, you know, your sublimation things from your printer. You can also buy sublimation pins so that you can write stuff, but then you have to mirror image it to put it on there, which is kind of cool. They also have square ones, and these are like cork, but they've got the coating on the outside. So they have those. I just got those when I was at Joann's. All this other stuff I've ordered on Amazon or got from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to do this for my granddaughter. This is a 100% polyester set of pillowcases from the Dollar Tree. So $1.25, I got 2 pillowcases, and I'm going to show you a mug. I'll just show you right now. So I made this for her. You can get these. These are super cute. You know, I'm a canner, so that makes them even better. They come with a metal straw, but these are super cute. So see, it's a white aluminum, double-walled, looks like a canning jar, but it's a drink. You get your straw to go in there. It's a drink mug. So I thought these are cute. So I'm making her, I'll show you what I made for her. This is my youngest grandchild. Hang on. Ooh, a box. And usually they have a box. I'm going to have to tape that. But usually they have a box, and that makes just a nice gift box for the item that you're given. Okay, cool. So I got some of those. I got, I think, 2 packages of 4. So I got 8 of those. And they're in my Amazon. But anyway, this is for our granddaughter, little old Macy. She loves unicorns and mermaids. And how hard is it going to be to find one of those? Well, I went on Creative Fabrica, I think, and I searched unicorns and mermaids, and I found images that actually have little mermaids sitting with unicorns. And see that? And it says ride with unicorns and swim with mermaids, and that is on there. That's just like you would buy it in the store. And then there's a different one there. There was like 4 of them, but these are the 2 I thought were cutest, and I put her name on there. So this is for her, but now on the pillowcases, I'm going to do something like that. So this is Christmas. I can show you hers because she doesn't watch my channel. So that's the thing. But that's super cute. So I've already made that. I've already made mugs and things like that for people, for gifts. So that's kind of fun. Another thing, I'm going to pull over some of these things here. Hold on. This is so cool, the things they make. Okay. Another thing, of course, you can get just refrigerator magnets. So these are just refrigerator magnets, and you can sublimate a picture on there. And I'm going to do this for Vi because we gave her a picture of us from our Alaskan cruise. She loved it, and she said, oh, I want something that I can put up. Well, just for quick, I'm going to give her 2 or 3 of them that she liked. And even we took her to the pumpkin patch. If you saw my short on that, she's adorable. I might do a couple of magnets for her of our pumpkin patch visit and stuff. So they're like memory, but they're just a magnetic coaster. And see, and if you go to Amazon and you Google or you search Amazon sublimation blanks, there's tons. So this is just a magnet, and I can infuse a picture on there, which is cool. And I like this one because it's got a little tiny bit of kind of sparkly in it, so it's kind of cool. So I haven't made any of those yet, but I've seen them made. I have been perusing the University of YouTube for tons of these. Okay, ideas. So that's cool. So I'm just showing you, I'm just doing this so you can get an idea of the kinds of things you can make. Now, you remember those things that look like a tree and they're air fresheners for your car? These are actually, these are circle and a rectangle. This is cool because this one actually comes with gift bags. So I'm going to open this. See, I haven't even opened this yet. Hang on. So I'm just going to do this video telling you what you can get and what you need, and then I'll do some videos of actually making things. So that's my thing today. So what this is, it comes with the little twine to hang it up, and then there's these square, and then round. And what these are is you can infuse the picture on these, and then you can give them with a scent, and they're like those things you hang in your car for car fresheners. I think that's kind of fun. So this one actually comes with little gift bags, the clear bags, and the hangy elastic pieces. So that's kind of cool. So I'm going to make some of those. I think that's kind of fun for the person. You can never think of what to get them. Just if you have a picture of you together or something like that, or one of their favorite places, you could just sublimate that right there on those air fresheners for their car. And then, you know, I'm an essential oil girl, so I was going to make little blends, little special essential oil blends and put it with it so that they can just keep that in their car and refresh their air freshener. I think that's cool. Another thing, I think this is genius, puzzles. And you can get all these puzzles, and see, these are still coated with a polymer that's going to accept that ink. Hold on, I've done a puzzle, but I'll show you one of the pieces. Okay, so I did this puzzle, and I took it apart, and I'm giving it in these are the little bags. You can get these at the Dollar Tree, and they're for like putting cookies in at Christmas, like when you give cookies away. But I want to show you how the pieces. What I did was I just took the puzzle, and I have I went on Canva, and I created a beautiful, got a flower background, and then our friend has a pet that they love. And so I put a picture of the pet on there. I can't show you because in case you're watching my video, I don't want to see your gift. But then I took the whole thing apart, and I'll just show you how bright and pretty the colors turn out. Like here's a piece. Oh, here's a corner piece, and it's like a little flower bit. See? It's just like a puzzle. There you go. Just like, see the puzzle part? So this whole thing makes a super cute Christmas gift. So it's a puzzle. And when you open it, I leave it on the cardboard, take it out of this little plastic bag. And you can just kind of slide it back in there that way so you can see the whole picture. But I thought it was kind of fun to put it in this bag so they don't know what the picture is until they actually put the puzzle together. I think that's kind of cute. So, there's a gift. And I don't think any of these blanks that I've ever gotten here are, I mean, they come a number of them. This one I think is a set of 12. And none of these I believe were $20. Like you could get 20 or 12 gifts that are personalized. Like you could do a picture of something. Maybe a picture of newborn baby or just cool things that you could do with that. So there's puzzles. And there is, oh gosh, this is what I'm trying to work on. These are wind spinners, and you know, these are the things that you hang and then you bend them, kind of like you bend the edges out and they spin in the wind. I'll make one and show you. But you can actually buy wind spinner sublimation blanks. This one, there's not like a protective coating that you have to peel off, but be sure and read the instructions because, so what this is, see how it will become like, and this one actually comes with some like backgrounds that you can download, which are kind of fun. But it just goes from this, and you can just sublimate on there that, and then what you do is you kind of bend the edges up, and it comes with a little hanger hook, and it hangs there, and it spins in the wind. So those are called wind spinners. So those are fun to do. And then, if you look, there's a gajillion things you can do with stuff from the Dollar Tree. And this is something I have not tried yet, but I'm going to, and it's a Jennifer Maker thing. You get these cutting boards at the Dollar Tree. They've got square and they've got round. One side is rough, but one side is smooth, and it's got these little feet on it, these little, see, like little rubbery feet. You take those off, you clean the back of it, and then you just have this flat piece of glass. Well, glass is not polyester or polymer, so that you can't infuse or sublimate directly on it. But you can use these lamination sheets, you know, that people get those to laminate cards and things. And basically, you kind of heat the sheet to the smooth side of the cutting board just to get it hot. And then you take your sublimation picture and put it down on there. And then you heat it, and it actually infuses this to the glass and the picture onto this. So you don't want to, you can't use them for eating after that. But it makes these beautiful, like you can do little chains and make like wind, like looks like stained glass in a window or memories things. It's just really cool. So I'm going to try that. That makes me think. To heat, I have a Cricut press. You cannot use a household iron because it won't get hot enough. You actually have to get much hotter. So you can get things like, I have one of the Cricut mug presses to do mugs and those tumbler things. Or there are people that get like little convection ovens, and you can put all the things in there and it will work. So people get actual presses, but you need something. I just like using my Cricut auto press thing, or heat press, and then my mug press. But you can look at Jennifer Maker I'll link you over there because that's just where I've got so much of my information. And she's got patterns, and she's got like the wind spinner, download beautiful, looks like stained glass design. She's got all that. So I just want you to go check that out. But anyway, this is where I learned about trying this, which I'm going to do. But if you get something like a convection oven or whatever to do the process in, you can never use that for food again, because like I said, the ink becomes a vapor. You actually have to cover your things with like a parchment paper so that it doesn't get the paint or the ink on the things that you're, like your press or your mug press. But you can't use it for food again because that sublimation ink has kind of vapored inside of there. So that's that. And I'm going to show you now. This is an attempt. I'm going to try this. So this is like, I've seen people that do these blankets and these fluffy things, and I found this at Walmart, and it's 100% polyester, and it's one of those things, you know, you put over your ears, like a headband. So I'm just going to try it. I don't even know if it'll work. And then if this is 100% polyester too, and I thought about doing one of those little mermaidy things for our granddaughter with that. I don't know if it'll turn out. But then Walmart also had these $3 blankets, and you can get sublimation blankets that just look like a big black bordered white spots, and those white spots you can put pictures in. You guys have probably all seen those somewhere. But this is the $3 one at Walmart. It's 100% polyester, and I thought, hey, there's a whole bunch of little white squares on there. Maybe I could put some pictures. It might just be kind of fun. So there's that. This is all I have to show you right now. I just wanted to show you how basically you can get started. I showed you tons of sublimation blanks because I got them because I want to make all the Christmas gifts. But if you want to start way smaller and just get like a box of ceramic mugs to make for people, that's an easy way to do it. You know, you don't have to start big. You can start small, but you do need to start with a special printer like mine over there, sublimation printer, or one that you can make into a sublimation printer, and some basic design. You can either use a design program or things like that. So I hope this helped give you an idea from someone who really doesn't know much on how to get started doing sublimation. And now what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to try one of these cutting boards, and I will do a separate video on that, and probably a mug, and I'll just do a whole bunch of videos of my attempts at sublimation stuff, okay? So there you have it. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.